it was kind of me trying to get to grips with American culture and also that the way that Western culture has developed, in particular over the last, with neoliberalism and individualism, and the kind of extreme individualism that is kind of fostered by neoliberalism, and that kind of, it leads to a sort of at least a kind of strange mix-up of everything that we've kind of known in terms of kind of gender and age and all that. I mean, it's like we now insist that kind of children, for example, aren't allowed to be children. They have to grow up very quickly. But adults, particularly like older adults like myself, I mean, we insist that we stay infantilized as long as possible. We kind of still listen to all the same music and go out and all that kind of stuff and take all strange drugs that we shouldn't really be doing. We should be in our carpet slippers and all that. So, but we feel very entitled. We feel this is our life, and we don't kind of, we can't really talk about aging or death because it's not, it's like, it undermines this kind of sense of ourselves as these sovereign, kind of all-powerful individuals that are always going to be kind of fit and strong and beautiful, and we're never, so I wanted to kind of look at that culture in the context of Miami, and also wanted to look at it from a woman's point of view, because both the main characters are women, because women have kind of, I mean, men increasingly have the same issues, but women have more of that kind of, through kind of, sort of advertising, through all, the narratives of how you should behave. Women have got pressure to conform to that ideal, in some, especially in somewhere like Miami, even more than men do. So, and I wanted to kind of have a character who was very much the emphasis was on the physical, and how, and another character who lived inside their head, basically. And to me, it's like that kind of thing. Their task as individuals was to become kind of integrated, and it's like the whole kind of division of labour and all that kind of stuff. It makes us very much, from an early age, we're either sporty people or we're kind of artsy people. We're either the kind of the sporting jock or the kind of artsy nerd. And I always hated that because I was always both. I always loved sports and kind of doing physical things, but I always loved art as well. So I kind of grew up with two sets of friends who I was kind of ashamed that they would kind of meet each other and get to know each other. So there's a kind of compartmentalising. I don't think that's good. I think we should all be. I mean, as kids. Kids will run around and kick balls around. They'll draw and they'll quit. But the division of labour fucks all that up for us. And I think we have to, as capitalism and neoliberalism kind of decline, as the market system dies, as kind of old school socialism dies, we have to get more into that kind of integration of humanity, of integration of kind of human beings again, and start to do all those things. We have now. We're moving towards zero-cost goods. We're moving to a problem of kind of abundance rather than scarcity under capitalism. So we should be reorganising society now, whereby we can do all this kind of stuff. We can kind of, and to me, the two main characters, their problem was that they weren't integrated. One was living in her own head as an artist. The other one was very much kind of engaged with the physical. So I wanted to kind of bring them together, basically, and that's what I like doing in fiction, is getting two characters who seem very different and forcing them into a situation where they have to interact. I think that's, to me, that's the way I see the world, the way the world should be. I mean, we have to kind of, we have to push different views and opposing views and different philosophies of life together, and kind of, and that's the way we move on and develop.